Hello and welcome everyone to the Gold and Silver Club, presenting the Commodities Corner by myself, Phil Carr, and Nick Kelsey at the Gold and Silver Club. Today, during the live session, we will be covering a review of the commodities markets. This week, we'll look at our top trades of the week. We'll be covering live technical analysis and trading. We'll be identifying highly profitable trade setups, as well as covering any questions you may have on today's session too. Okay, so before we get into it, before we start having a look at the charts and some setups which are available at the moment, I'm Phil Carr, professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money from trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world. So gold, silver, oil, natural gas, the agricultural commodities. I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. And I'm responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns for traders. Also a regular contributor to a number of financial publications and speak at numerous trading seminars, webinars and workshops. Joining me in running the Gold and Silver Club is Nick Kelsey, professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nick began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. Prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, Nick spent several years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks, and through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, mindset and tools that can give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy. Also regularly writes for a number of global and business financial publications. We've appeared frequently on financial television. Okay, so before we go into the technical analysis, we'll just take a look at the price of gold right now. We're currently trading at $1,206 per ounce. So we'll certainly take a look at that very shortly. The top trades of the week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies were as follows last week. So first of all, we had a gold nice sell short opportunity on gold last week, very simply for a full trade for the price to be lower, selling on a break actually of $1,222 per ounce. We also had a Brent crude oil trade last week, full trade for the price to be lower off a main level of resistance here at 97.35, and we had a huge sell-off from that resistance zone. And we also had a lovely opportunity to sell short natural gas last week from a full trade for the price to be lower, just selling at 4.090. Now, there have been other opportunities on non-farm payroll, particularly gold, which we shorted on Friday. So those of you who were on our Commodities Corner on Friday, where we shorted the metals, would have certainly had a very profitable weekend. We had some lovely shorts on gold, on platinum, on palladium, which all worked out very nicely indeed. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have a look at the setups which are starting to line up at the moment. We'll be using the rise and fall trades on binary.com. So very simply, if you select rises, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. And if you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. Okay, so we'll be using these types of trade today. Okay, so again, just rise and falls. Very straightforward way to trade the markets. You don't need to have stop losses, take profit. Your trade just needs to close 1 point in the direction that you predict and you will win the entire payout. Okay, so we'll move on to live technical analysis and trading now. Okay, so we'll just switch over the screens and we'll take a look at how the markets are looking and what setups we've got available right now. Okay, good. Right, the first market I want us to take a look at will actually be the US dollar index. So what we'll note on the US dollar index, we did get this large breakout to the upside on Friday, which we managed to trade the inverse correlation with the metals here on Friday. Had a really nice sell-off. So the US dollar index, we had this large breakout on non-farm payroll. We actually had a railroad yesterday, so we had a full retracement. You can see the market actually gave back all of its gains. This gave some support to the metals just yesterday. And now we've got a bit of a hammer starting to form right around this trend channel at the moment. There's also some weekly support here as well. So this could put some pressure here again on the metals, particularly if this hammer continues to get supported by this very strong trend channel that we do have at the moment on the US dollar index. We may well see another move back up to the 2-year highs here for the US dollar, which we recently broke out of just on Friday. So we'll be monitoring that today. Very strong trend channel at the moment, still in place for the US dollar index. Now, if we move over to gold, gold is actually looking quite nice here for a potential continuation of this downward trend at the moment. You can see we've got a nice doji, which has formed just on the daily here. Currently, we've got a nice downward trending channel, just a continuation. Really got lower highs here as we continue to sell off. You can see yesterday we actually came down to yearly lows here on the gold market. We came just shy of $1,180 an ounce before the market bounced off these levels, and then we've got some key resistance zones just above here where the market again is just found resistance here at $1,212 an ounce. Now, if we take a look at the tighter time frames here, you can actually see you've got quite a strong a rejection candle here, which has formed on the tighter time frames, and this rejection candle was formed right at a key resistance zone as well. So what we can do here, we'd ideally like to see a further breakdown of $1,201, but what I'm going to look at here is a more aggressive entry here, because we have actually closed below the low of the previous candle here. Got a nice downward trending channel. We're seeing some support here on the US dollar index today. So I'm going to be looking at taking a sell short here on the gold market. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that across to you so you can have a look. Okay, so very simply, I'm just going to select gold. Start time now. I'll go into hours on this. I just want to be in and out by the end of today. I'll see how far out we can go on gold. Okay, 9 hours, which is absolutely fine. So I'll be out by the end of today. Okay, so on this gold setup, again, more of an aggressive entry. We've got a nice rejection candle, which is formed here for key level resistance, the trend line, continuation of the overall trend channel here. Just looking for the price to finish 1 pip lower than $1,205.71 here. So I will take this trade. $1,636 is the deposit for a $3,000 payout. So I will take that for a sell short on binary.com here. Okay, fantastic. So that has been done. It's a nice sell short setup at the moment on the gold market. We'll move across to silver. Silver also very similar rejection candle here as well after the big move yesterday. So what we're looking out for, just a continuation, a rejection candle to form and just continue back within the overall downward trend here. So we're looking for a move to the upside and then a rejection candle to form and just the market to come back down and sell off. So that's starting to form quite nicely here just on the daily. We'll have a look at the tighter time frames as well. There we go. Lovely candle which has formed, lovely rejection candle which we've got here. You can see that's just been confirmed actually as well. Like this is a nice long tail behind it as well. You can see we've got confluence with the daily chart, nice inverse hammer there as well. So I'll definitely be keen to take this on silver as well. So we're just going to move over, take this on silver, get best price, and $1,716, so 75% payout for a sell short. I just need the price to close 1 pip lower than $17.30. Okay, so I will take that as well. Okay, great. That's been done again. More of aggressive entry, but we have confirmed here. We've got a nice, strong rejection candle here as well. Nice long tail behind that. And you've got confluence on the daily as well. Nice inverse hammer there as well. So that's looking good. Okay, if we move over to the copper market, I think we may need to just update the contract on this one. So we can see copper at the moment continuing really to break down within this trend channel here. Just hovering. There is some intraday opportunities as we continue to ricochet between support and resistance within this trend channel. We can see the quite narrow range which we've got at the moment for copper here. So within this trend channel, there are opportunities to buy and sell. You can see here just as the market comes up and sells off quite clearly. So we are getting a little bit of a sell actually on copper here too. And what I would expect is just a retracement back to the lower end of the trend channel here. Continuation alongside gold and silver really just for the short term. We'll see what we can get in terms of a payout here on the copper market. I'm just again going to be looking this time at sectors. We'll move over to the metal sector, looking at copper. Need to adjust that probably to about 4 hours time. Yeah, that's good actually. I mean, copper you can see very clearly. It's come back up to the resistance channel here on the daily and tighter time frame. We've got confidence there. Looking for a move back down to lower end of the trend channel. Just needed to finish 1 pip lower to win the payout, so I'll take that as well. The deposit there, $1,655 for a $3,000 payout. Okay, so that's been done on copper. It's just continue to move through. The natural gas market looking interesting here. We've got a very clear trend channel that the market is being supported by at the moment. Nice little hammer which is developed off the lower end of the trend channel. We're just continuing to ricochet between support and resistance. At some point, this will actually break down, so we will see this neckline get broken. For the time being, we are getting supported just about at the lower end of this trend channel. Very clear resistance, very clear support. So we're going to be looking for the next trade setup here. We may, if we close with a hammer on the daily, there may be opportunities to trade this back up to the upper end of the trend channel. At the moment, we may also get a breakdown of this support zone at 3.869. So we'll continue to monitor natural gas at the moment. I would say we'll give that a break at the moment. We won't take that currently. We'll move over and have a look now at the core market. Soft's been quite active this week. You can actually see that we've finally broken out of this downward trending channel. We broke out yesterday. Very strong breakout actually to the upside on this, on the core market, forming a little bit of a retracement today, which will be quite interesting. So what I'd like to see here is whether corn is able to start to build a base here and start to see a turning of some key indicators. It has been quite a decent breakout to the upside, but you can see overall on the much larger time frame here, corn still very much in a very strong downward trending channel. So we'll see. We have had a breakout to the upside yesterday, which a bit of seasonality bias there as well. Similar situation with wheat as well. Actually, we've got a rounding base here as the market is starting to grind higher. I'm looking really for opportunities to, if this is going to be a breakout, to start getting into this trend once we start seeing some key indicators indicate that we are having a trend change here and we can start to look at buying opportunities. We were in a nice strong downward trend for all of September, taking advantage of a lot of sell shorts. So both corn and wheat, once they start to develop strong trends, we can definitely take advantage of those. So we'll stay on the sidelines for those for the time being until we get some stronger signals there. Looking at the oils, you can see both Brent here did actually break down over this week. You can actually see on the daily here that we've got some consolidation at the current prices here. So again, just waiting on a better setup here for now, but still the overall trend is down for the time being on the Brent crude oil market. We move over as well to WTI. Similar situation on WTI. You can see the volatility starting to reduce here a little bit. We are still getting lower lows here for the time being on WTI. You can see that, and still forming lower highs. So at the moment, our preference is still for a short. We're right in the middle of this channel at the moment, so around the 90.53 level. So we'd like to see further confirmation, either a rotation back up to the upper end of the trend channel, which hasn't been confirmed yet, but would be confirmed on a break above 90.91, or a retest of the lower end of the trend channel here and come down and retest around the 87.65 level here as well. Okay, so those are two areas that we'll be looking for the next retest. So again, staying on the sidelines until we have more confirmation there on WTI and Brent. We'll now move over to the palladium market. So palladium, you can see massive rejection candle on the daily yesterday. So a bit of a capitulation there. However, what we've been anticipating, again, is a rejection candle here, which you can see we've got here at the moment. So we're still counter trend, got a lot of downside momentum at the moment. We do also have the FOMC, the minutes of the FOMC, which are coming out tomorrow evening, which are bound to cause some volatility for the markets. We can see strong rejection candle. We've come up to the upper end of the trend channel, formed a rejection candle as well. So we may get more downside here again. So we're going to be keeping an eye on how this forms by the end of today. Also, if we just take a look at the platinum market, platinum, huge sell-off over non-farm payroll, and yesterday as well. So platinum, if you look at this in context, we've moved over 850 points to the downside yesterday. Again, we are looking for opportunities to get back in short within the overall trend here, whilst the US dollar index remains very strong. So you can see this nice downward trending channel is still in place, still got a lower high here where we've had the retracement, and we're not looking to go long. We would be looking for confirmation for additional sell shorts for now. We haven't quite got that yet, but I suspect we're going to get more price structure later on this week. And the coffee market looking quite interesting here. We have broken out to 2.5-year highs. We've got a bit of a pause in the market, a doji forming at the moment on the daily, which may give us a nice setup tomorrow for either a continuation or just a retracement from this big move to the upside. So definitely coffee is one to watch at the moment with it breaking out to 2-year highs. It's been quite an extreme move on the markets yesterday. We could see some traders wanting to take profit soon. So we'll be looking out for a potential retracement or a continuation. Okay, but really the key setups we're keeping an eye on at the moment are definitely going to be gold, silver, and copper. So we've got some nice sell shorts we can look at for the time being. Okay, so yeah, that is it for the major setups that we've got at the moment and what we're looking at for the time being. A quick note as well. So for this Friday, the 10th of October, we are actually going to be doing an event in Hungary, in Budapest. So the Gold and Silver Club will be there presenting at an event. So we won't actually have the Commodities Corner this Friday. We'll be back definitely same time the following Tuesday. So we'll be back with you as always at 12:30 p.m. BST next Tuesday. But we won't be around for this Friday's Commodities Corner. But if you would like to find out more about how to actually learn to trade with the Gold and Silver Club, you can learn about our upcoming courses available at our international training centers and online. Very simply, you can go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com to find out more information. So just leave those details on the screen. Also, depending on where you are based, you can call us on our London, our New York, our Johannesburg, the Budapest or Hong Kong offices to request information on the Gold and Silver Club coaching programs and live trading rooms. So do get in touch if you would like to find out more about our upcoming courses available at our training centers or online, depending on where you are in the world. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. You will receive free weekly reports on the precious metals, energies, agriculture, as well as live market analysis and prices. So just go along to our website at www.thegoldandsilverclub.com and you can subscribe to our newsletter there as well. Okay, so that is it for today's session. So quite a lot for us to be looking at as we come into the US session this afternoon. Some nice setups there on the metals, and have a great week's trading, and we'll definitely catch you back here same time next week. And thanks to Sharice and Banu.com and the team for putting on today's webinar. Okay, thanks everyone, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Cheers, bye-bye.